Good evening, free will. Let's look at the free will concept, which can be described in many ways, but in one which way we will discuss about today. Today is a beautiful evening, 7th July 24. So free will? Interesting. We heard so much thought about it. So much. So let's see. In some ways, we are responsible for who we are, aren't we? We are sum total of who we have been all this while. Energy is transformed to matter and vice versa. Then how come different matters come about, even in same types of matter? How one is different from another? So is it not that how the subtle dimension stands? Shape? How gross? Will shape? No shape, no. Form is same and constant. That changes all along through? Usually not though. Usually not drastically. And not so sudden. Why so? Maybe because dance is within a band and shift is gradual. So be it gradual. There is a shift, that's for sure. For what? Higher and lighter or lower and denser? So, what is that takes it up or low? Could it be the tendencies? Could it be the habits, natural or obvious responses? How could they be? If it was, then a person in despair would never come out of his affairs. He would always be a victim or a prisoner to his thoughts, existing beliefs. So, maybe it is a deeper force, latent force, a force which is alive, a force which is active, maybe, but not in charge all the time, or is not taking shots, is not playing the shots all the time. Maybe it's invoked on being invoked. Maybe it's free from forces at play, and maybe it can change course when invoked. So may I say, free from all the groundings, and it's a force in form of free will. Let's grant to this, maybe it is, maybe it is not, who knows? So will it be triggered, or will it come naturally? Or maybe it's always at play. It may be with small or with big, or with all actions and decisions. These are the few things which come to mind with free will. When thinking about free will, is it that the free will change the course? When thinking about free will, so is it that the free will change the course? Yes, it is being used from time immemorial to change the course. So if we see ourselves, I have put a diagram into I have taken a snapshot which shows on one axis time, events, present life, and on another axis the frequency. And there is a band of present knowledge, understanding and experience. While the band also represents the bounded will, tendencies and habits. And there is a transition which is showing free will. So it appears from this that based on past free will actions, we are what we are today. And as we proceed over time, we are in a bundle of habits or tendencies, arise from the core practices, and we are transitioned with time. So, if we enhance or reevaluate our understanding, which may happen by a trigger or even in absence of it, a force will again be required for the change. Be it a force to go higher levels, to go to higher levels of frequency and energies, or towards lower. One can interpret by saying the free will, in terms of its inherent freedom from existing band of frequency. So to change, either I use my free will to choose a path, which requires efforts, energy, focus, practice, or one chooses to let go all these and adopt easier, lower path it is free from day-to-day available will. So can I say a bounded will which takes one along in the given band of understanding. So in that case, you have free will, is the one which changes the course. So we can invoke it to change. It is therefore not that free will means with what we generally feel we can do what we want to do. It tells me that free will doesn't mean that Almighty has blessed us to do what we wish to do. Rather, it means otherwise. So it is not to be seen only limited to good. An accurate description of free will is therefore not restricted to choosing options out of various alternatives. I guess a better way to describe that situation is discerning. Discerning is within the present band of understanding. I feel free will is beyond the present band of understanding. It's an energy is always present as a force. It is invoked or is used whenever there is a need of change, is the energy of change. Hopefully, we will invoke it for improvements. And over time, with practice, it leaves in its wake a will to help us go through the various tribulations of time and period while it gets again free and is ready to act to change in future. Thank you.